In this episode, your soreness. How does your program design limit or change when you do your resistance training?
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 278 of The Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. This episode 278 is going to be lit like a tit, and we're going to get yoked like it ain't no joke. So thank you so much for joining me for this Swolecast, Daily Swole episode 278. Thanks for watching live every day at 12 noon Eastern time on Facebook. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Just posted a new Swole motion and some driving while gaining, so check it out. And also, thanks for listening on SoundCloud and iTunes for the podcast. So if you can't watch live, if you don't like to see my face, if you don't like to admire the gains, I get it. You want some extra bread with that jelly? If you don't have a loaf, you might want to just listen to it if you can't watch the gains. So welcome from California, Alan. Thanks for shouting out. Appreciate all the what ups. So here's how you can get access to premium. Just before I officially started the show, I mentioned that today is Giveaway Wednesday. So hump day, I want everyone to get humps. So we talk about glutes, we talk about gains and premium, and I want you to have access to my Swolenormous premium group. So today you can click the share button. Click the share button. Here's how you can get access to premium. You could win a membership to premium for 1 year. You can click the share button right here on the broadcast. Click share and then tag someone in the comments below with the hashtag Swolenormous Premium. And we drop knowledge nukes here every day on the daily. So on the daily, dropping nukes like it ain't no joke. But in premium, we blow up worlds. We have one of those like lasers on a satellite and we're just destroying realms like fucking the Thor movies, you know? We're just going absolutely nuts in premium. So it's a fantastic group. It's an accountability group. It's a program design group. It's a nutrition group. It's a emotional support group. It's a motivational group. And it's an amazing wealth of knowledge, and it's only getting better. And like I said, tomorrow, got a special guest, and we're starting to go into an intro to inversions, which are super healthy. It's a great way to cleanse the body. It's a great way to really reduce pressure. It's a great way to increase range of motion in the upper body and the thoracic spine. So going live tomorrow in premium, probably in the morning, before the Daily Swole episode, intro to inversions in premium only. So make sure you sign up today if you're not signed up to premium. And if you are a member of premium, then hey, you lucky sons of bitches, you're going to get some great fucking content, especially moving forward. So premium is going to go off the chains. So make sure you sign up if you aren't already. And like I said today, share this broadcast, tag someone below and with the hashtag Swolenormous Premium, and you can gain access if you win the Swole raffle. The raffle gains. Today's episode 278, working out with soreness. We talk a lot about program design. Okay. We talk a lot about soreness. We have talked about soreness. Okay. And I've talked about rest days and when to take a rest day and all those things in between. And that's all well and good, but we had this conversation going in premium, and I wanted to bring this to the forefront because it's easier to talk about it than type in premium. And it's information that all of you need to know. It's information that everyone needs to know. And it's the awareness. It's the awareness of your body. And a lot of times, because some of you are just getting into fitness, some of you are just getting into fitness, some of you are just getting into your resistance training, or some of you are trying a new program. And like I've been talking about, my program is going to be released soon. And it's going to have a lot of shit that you've never done before in your life. And that's going to get you sore. So how do you deal with soreness? How do you design your program? How do you design your resistance training? How do you design the structure of your day and your programming in general with soreness? Do you work through it? Do you take an extra day off? Do you work different body parts? When is that applicable? And let's get into it. Self-awareness is number one. Self-awareness, understanding your body. And that's the first pillar of Swolenormous is self-awareness, is understanding your body and listening to your body, listening to what your body tells you. And this is a practice because if you've never had any good connection with your body, if you've never really been into fitness, if you've never really taken the time to try to translate what your body is telling you, you are pretty much going to be working out blind. And you don't want to work out blind. Eric, deal with soreness equals manning up. Well, sometimes. And that's also a great way to get injured too. I know you're kind of, being sarcastic about it. And you have to push through sometimes, but your body will tell you whether to push. Your body will also tell you when to back off. But you have to understand the different signals. You have to know when to push harder and when to back off. And everyone's going to be different. I can't tell you exactly when to take a day off. I can't tell you exactly when to push. You're going to have to learn that difference, but you have to be careful because if you get hurt, it sends you way back and you lose a lot of progress. And you could start a chain reaction where you never really completely recover. Some injuries are bad and they're nagging, so you don't want that. So how well do you know your body? Self-awareness, listening to what your body is telling you, being aware of the symbols and the signals from your body. Understanding when it needs rest, resistance training. Most resistance training should be 24 to 48 hours between sessions. Resistance training, usually 24 to 48 hours between consecutive resistance sessions. Now, if you're talking about the same body part, you really want at least 48 hours. But if you're doing subsequent body parts, let's say you're doing chest and triceps and you're doing legs or you're doing back, you really want at least a day in between. Now, here's where that comes into play. It comes into play with how advanced you are in your training, how much volume you normally do, and how advanced you are in your workouts. If you're a professional bodybuilder or you're someone that's like myself that has been doing bodybuilding style splits and training heavy with proper periodization and, flexibility, mobility, anyway, for 15 years. So I understand my body very, very well. And just because you've been working out for 10 or 15 years doesn't mean you know your body very well. But I've taken it upon myself to pay attention, to listen, and to train myself very instinctually when I feel like training, when I don't feel like training. I listen to the signals that my body tells me. So I've minimized dramatically and drastically for the amount of weight I've lifted and for the frequency, my injury risk. And my history of injury is very, very minimal compared to someone with comparable activity levels. If you are doing 2 resistance days in a row, you better be a pretty advanced trainer. Really, you need to have a lot of experience, and it really comes down to more soreness. And just because you're sore, it's similar to food. Just because a food doesn't smell rotten doesn't mean it's not bad. Doesn't mean it's not expired and it's not, higher levels of bacteria. So not everything is as it seems. Just because you aren't sore doesn't mean the muscles and the stabilizers aren't fatigued. So just because you're not crippled sore doesn't mean you're not in a jeopardized or in a compromised position for doing those types of exercises. So if you do upper body, let's say you do chest, and next day you do back, your shoulder joint and your rotator cuff could be stiffer, it could be more inflamed, they could be fatigued, and then you go and you do back workout and maybe something gets tweaked because you have inflammation. It might not be to the point where your body is sending signals for soreness because your pain threshold has increased over time, but it's something that might be damaging to you, or it might not. My recommendation, if you did 2 subsequent upper body days in a row, that you warmed up extra well. Do a little yoga flow before, really warm up the joints, but it's up to you and it depends on the person. If you're new to training, you're going to have more inflammation, you're going to have more fatigue. You should take an extra day off and do some yoga in between. But it depends on the person. My recommendation, if you're like headstrong, like I'm going to do it, I can do it, I feel great, then go very, very light and see how you feel after. It's better to go light and to learn your body a little bit better than to risk being injured. There's always the next day. You don't have to get it all today. You don't have to get all your fucking gains today. So thank you. I see the alerts right now. Thank you so much for sharing the broadcast. I see people's names being tagged and popping up. Keep hitting the share button. Keep hitting the like button. And let's get more and more people in here. So thank you for the support. Longer for the same body part and synergist. So if you're doing chest, obviously you want to leave at least a day or more to do your tricep workout in the future. Shoulders the same way. Any muscle that is going to be an assistant muscle for the one you're doing today, you want to leave another day or 2 in between. So you could do yoga, and yoga is a great way to reduce the inflammation. It's a great way to reduce the soreness and reduce the stiffness and the guarding, the muscle guarding that happens after a workout when you're sore and when you're banged up, when you're repairing. So I like to use yoga as a buffer. And yoga is not stretching. There's a big difference between stretching and yoga. There's a massive difference. And a lot of you are associating stretching with yoga, and that's just not true. But yoga is a great way to activate the weaker muscles. It's a great way to mobilize the tissue, mobilize the fluids, and move in various ranges of motion and various planes of motion that you might not get from resistance training. And this buffer, being like an in-between between resistance training days, has been a huge success for me. Doing a resistance training day and the next day doing yoga, and the next day doing resistance training, and the next day doing yoga. I can hit my weight training a lot harder because I'm getting more repair, and I'm getting more mobilization. I'm getting more length in the tissue. I'm getting more maintaining more plasticity and elasticity in the muscles and the joints. It's very important. And I have always repped yoga. And my program that I'm releasing is centric around yoga with strength training. And that is the future. That is where you should be going. You don't need to be running 10, 15 miles and killing yourself hours every day on the treadmill and doing cardio. You need to implement strength training and yoga. I'm telling you, you don't need much more than that. And you have to think about what you want. Remember your goals, what you really want. You know, like the Spice Girls famously said, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. They were right. They were talking about, the Spice Girls were talking about yoga and resistance training. I'm telling you, they knew it back in the 90s. They fucking knew. Sporty Spice, you think she didn't do resistance training and yoga? I mean, really. I'm telling you. This is facts. Facts. So I use yoga as a buffer. I use yoga as recovery. I use yoga when I'm tired. You know, even when I'm tired and I just don't feel like working out, I'm like, I want to work out, but I just don't feel like, I just feel achy. I go do yoga. It's working out without working out. And that's not even true, but in the sense that it's like doing training. In other words, it's like progression. I'm doing progression without overloading my body with resistance training. So it's very much a workout, but it's very much a different style of workout. The intensity is lower and the focus is different. And instead of creating internal tension, you're reducing internal tension with yoga, mentally, emotionally, physiologically, and physically. So super important, and I like to use it as a buffer. So that's your option, or rest day, or foam rolling. But it's a great way to keep your body moving forward and keep that progress train going without doing resistance training, rest, resistance training, rest, resistance training, rest. You just get stiff and you get locked up. So yeah, yoga helps all the connective tissue. It helps the muscle, helps the tendons, ligaments. It helps the fascial tissue that's continuous throughout the entire body, and that's really the plastic tissue. It's very, very hard it doesn't really get blood flow. It's kind of like the sheath around all the muscle fibers. So the fascial tissue is very plastic, and it needs constant work and constant tension. And everything is a practice with weight training, with yoga, with flexibility, with rest, with learning your body. It's all practice. So to think that you're going to start a workout program and just get results is ludicrous. And there's a reason why people fall off or get results right away and then plateau, because every program that's out there and every style of training out there is just, do A plus B and you get C. Well, that's not how the fucking body works. I'm sorry. That's not how the body works. You can't just do this and get that. Your body changes day to day. Your body changes. Next year, it's going to be different. And the same shit's not going to work. You can't just go through the motions and do this mechanical shit. Your body isn't just mechanical. So that process, that's the reason why most things don't work, is because they don't focus around the human being. They don't focus around the person. They focus around doing this. You put this here, you get this here. You put this here, you get this here. That's not what fitness is. That's not how the body works. That's not how the body adapts. As you do anything, your body adapts and reacts. This Monday or this Wednesday is going to be different than next Wednesday. And you're going to feel different next Wednesday than this Wednesday and the next Wednesday after that. So you can't do the same shit. You can't listen to your body the same way. Your body doesn't speak the same language to you every single day. It changes and you have to be aware of that. So it's this dynamic process, and this black and white approach just doesn't work. And that's why people fall off, and people expect this result. People expect this end point. Just because they're doing A, that they're going to get B. Well, that's not the truth. It's just not the way it works. I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you. I never have. It's not how the body works. You can't just do this and get this. There's so many different aspects. And the idea that fitness is just, when I go to the gym, is bullshit, is ludicrous, and it's just actually flat out wrong. You could have spiritual fitness. You could have mental fitness. You could have physical fitness. You could have emotional fitness. You could have, relationship, interpersonal fitness. I mean, fitness is just the ability to execute at a high level, and that's my definition of it. The ability to execute at a high level efficiently with minimal backdraw. I mean, what else is fitness? I mean, it's the ability to do things efficiently and effectively with minimal backlash and just the performance. It's performance for life. That's why I always say fitness is life. It's not a lifestyle. It's everything. It's everything. We start thinking about fitness as everything and all these different dimensions and all these different Venn diagrams of, interconnecting spaces. It makes things a lot more tolerable. It makes things a lot more of a process, and you're more patient. And if you think that you're going to do A and just get B, then it's just, you might see some progress and you're going to flatline, get bored, and fall off. Everything changes to a moving target, and you have to move with that target. So yoga is a buffer. You have to be self-aware, listen to your body. If you're new to training, you leave more time between resistance training days, get into some kind of restorative yoga or in between your resistance training workouts. Longer time between synergist and the same body part for resistance training days. You can do things like upper, lower, push, pull. If you're new to fitness, you don't need as much volume, so you don't need to do as much isolation. And just remember that when you're taking a day off or you're taking a rest day, you're not doing resistance training, time grows, not slows. Okay, so time grows. Time out of the gym, you will grow. You're not growing in the gym, you're breaking down, you're causing trauma, you're causing micro tears. Time outside the gym grows. You don't grow inside, you grow outside. You go there, you do damage, you get the fuck out, and you start repairing. If you take time off and you think you're losing progress, that's when people overtrain and do too much and start seeing negative results and diminishing returns. When you keep on going without recovering, you keep on going. That's not how the body works. The body needs to repair. And if you're not giving the body a chance to repair, you're going to get fucking hurt. And that's just the way it goes. So remember, share this broadcast, tag someone in the comments below with the hashtag Swolenormous Premium, and you can win a year to Swolenormous Premium, my private accountability group. If you want to sign up today, it's still, this is what I wanted to tell you. It's still $4.99 a month. So you can click the sign up button and get in today. This is part of something that will be released with my program. You'll get access to premium when you purchase my program. So the value and some things that we're doing in premium now, premium is going to go up. The price of premium is going to go up. I'm not going to tell you exactly when. I don't have that exact date. Of course, I will let you know. But the time is now to jump into premium. Right now, it's still $4.99. And anyone that is in premium right now or will sign up today and in this period before the price increase, you will maintain $4.99 for as long as you're a member, I promise. So you will not have any kind of increase. If you're a member of premium, you'll get a discount to the premium to the program when it's released. So being a member now is huge, and that's the availability of, you're going to be able to get a drastic discount when the program is released. And like I said, tomorrow in the morning, I don't have the exact time, but it's the same thing as Facebook. You can watch the live replay. So if you miss it when you are, if you're a member of Premium tomorrow morning, you'll just catch it later. It'll still be there, of course, in the discussion area because it's a private Facebook page. So you guys work the same way. We're doing an intro to inversion. So we're going to be doing intro to inversion. So introduction to inversions and inverted postures with yoga. So we're going to be doing a live broadcast on the beach and go into some of these inversion postures and how to begin your process of learning how to do inversions and take your yoga and your mobility and your training to the next level. So that's going to be live only in Swolenormous Premium. So if you're not a member, join today. If you are a member, got some great shit coming tomorrow. And of course, I'm going to see all of my premium members in a few minutes after this live broadcast, Daily Swole. I'm going to see you guys live. I'm going to broadcast live and break down a little bit more what you can expect tomorrow and some of the new updates with the program and so forth, and recap this episode a little bit, because this episode is actually stems from a conversation that we're having in great length in premium right now. So it's a great group. It's for accountabilities for program design, nutrition, personal guidance. Everything with fitness and life goes on in premium. So we talk about supplements, we talk about exercise, we do exercise demos, we do yoga, we do all sorts of stuff in premium exclusively for members. So if you want to take all this knowledge and all this information, that all these knowledge nukes that we drop every fucking day on the Daily Swole, if you want to take it to the next level and get a little bit more information, get a little bit more personal guidance, and learn how to apply all this stuff, learn how to apply all this information, sign up for premium today. Brad, how could I look at your program before I decide to buy? There might be some kind of a preview and samples, but pretty much all the stuff, my 800 videos on YouTube, my 300 episodes here of the Daily Swole, this is the program. It's pretty much, to describe it to you, it is the accumulation and the composition and the combination of every episode of the Daily Swole, every video I have on YouTube. If you like my material, I guarantee you this is exactly and straight in line with everything that I talk about. So it's a full-blown program, strength training, it's everything. And when I release it, when I have the release date, there will be some samples. We'll probably put together some kind of a preview video, but it definitely won't be anything near the entire thing, because that's that's the value of it. It's a full blown program, resistance training and restorative program. So it's everything that we talk about every single day here. So thanks for the support, Brad. Thank you support for everyone here. Remember, you can still share this broadcast, tag someone in the comments below. So share, and in addition to the share, you hit the share button and then tag someone in the comments and hashtag Swolenormous Premium to win. You can win. Not only can you sign up for that discounted rate right now, but you can win a year membership to Swolenormous Premium. Tommy, yes, if you do my program, you are guaranteed to grow a beard instantly, like instant beard if you get the program. And yes, I'll let you know who made that comment. Let's see, what was that? Jose, can you pre-order? I will let everyone know where you can pre-order, where you can submit the information. So that's the part of the program that's all being set up, all those different, the different locations where it's going to be held and all that information. So that when you can pre-order at a discounted rate, most likely, and when you can get access to the program and so forth, I will announce the hell out of it. So yeah, you'll be able to do all that stuff. And when I have the exact release date, you'll have that and all that information. So, and that's all going to be disseminated first in Premium. So Premium is where you're going to have all the updates and all the latest and greatest on everything Swolenormous. Premium is where all that stuff gets talked about and discussed primarily. So if you want the latest deets, you can follow me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram. You can check out my YouTube vlogs, but the latest and the most updated information is going to be done in these live broadcasts in Premium that I'm going to go do right now. So thanks for joining me for episode 278. Peace out, and I'll see everyone in Premium in just a few moments. Slater, keep it huge, and happy hump day. Remember, share and then tag with hashtag Swolenormous Premium to get access to Premium immediately. Go see you guys in a few minutes. Later. See you tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern time.